Welcome to all the classic car enthusiasts, Minis and Jaguars. I've not been able to do a lot this weekend because my wife's not been very well, but she's a bit better now. She's gone back up to Vienna because she's very busy this time of the year with her exhibition business in Dubai. So just quickly, I'm going to take you over and show you what I've been doing with the Mini. I found a piece of fuel line. I didn't realise I had it. I found a piece of fuel line and enough to do the rear brake line. And I wanted to show you. I've come up with a couple of things where, I mean, obviously the best way, and somebody commented on this quite some time about the best way to put these brake lines in is obviously without the subframe in, because to get up the back is quite difficult, and I can easily drop the subframe and do that. But if you're in a position where you can't drop the subframe, I wanted to just show you something, a little idea. I'm not sure if it's completely legal with the MOT and that. I don't know. Everybody's different. But just quickly, I've just got back from a chap's house. He does. He's an Englishman that lives here, same as me. Been here for a lot of years, but he has an alpaca farm. Yeah, of all things, strange. And he's got a massive barns, and I just found some stuff up there, and I've just got it off him, some shelving stuff, and an old, I don't know, an old plough. It's about 150 years old, so we use it as a garden ornament because he didn't want it anyway. But just quickly before we go to the Mini, I've been talking to Amir now for about a year or so about putting some kind of gantry in here because we need to be able to lift these bodies, and unfortunately these chains, these things are extremely strong. I mean, it'd probably take 20 tons, I would think 10 tons of these beams, they're that big. But we nearly had an accident one time where one of the XKs nearly fell off. So I want to build some kind of gantry because not only do I have to lift these cars up, but I've got a workshop down at the bottom, and taking stuff off my trailer is a problem because I have to go and rent or see a friend who's got a forklift, and it's a lot of hassle. So I'm thinking about building a gantry, and the problem is I have lots of height in here, but I have very little height at the doors because they're normal garage doors. So I have to make something that's adjustable up and down, and I've seen something on the internet, or a few ideas, and I'm going to cobble them together and make my own. So basically the T-piece, if you like, of the gantry will go up on 2 cable winches, and then you put pins in to hold it. So all I really need to do is make it so that it fits at the lowest height and the highest height. That's really all I need. But I need to make it boltable. Some of it will be welded, but some of it will be boltable so that I can take it and put it in the other garage down the bottom if I need to use it. Because I need to be able to move the bodies around. We can move the chassis, but we can't move the bodies so easily. Anyway, that's a project, and I hope you'll come with me on it over the next 3 or 4 days. I'll pick this up and show you. This is basically what I'm if you don't know what a gantry crane is. Unfortunately, it didn't come out very well. But this is the kind of thing I mean. These are like Harbour Freight or Machine Mart, I guess it is in Britain, Harbour Freight in America. And this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. And they have different, some of them have wind up, some have a latch system, and so on and so forth. But that's basically what I'm talking about, like a gantry crane system, something that will go over the car. Anyway, I'll pick the camera up and I'll show you what I've been up to. I've finished the inside, and I'll show you that when I bring it down. But there's a couple of things. So you can see here, for instance, this is the back line now. So I did this because I wanted to show there is a way of doing it. I don't know about the older Minis because I don't think they had this recess in here. I think the older Minis were completely flat across the back, so it would be very difficult. But anyway, this is just an idea. So you can see there I've got this on. And I guess if you had a problem and you had to put, if it's going to break up these pipes, I would imagine they're going to bend here because this is where they're stressed. And this is where the rear subframe is, where all the water's going to go. I don't need to tell you Mini guys, I'm sure. But you can make something like this, which then, if you, I'll just pull that to one side. If you take that out, you can see that union will easily go across there. And then you can drop it down into that space. Whether you could do that without that, I don't know. So I have 2 options here. I can either drop the subframe down and take this line, which I haven't cut yet obviously, and then go up the back and around, or I can bring the line in across here, make a connection there. I mean, the bottom line is it's still going to be under the car whichever way, and that's further up than the rest of it, so it's not going to get caught. I don't know. I don't know if you guys think, but anyway, that's a little way of doing it. If you need to, so if you made something like that, what you could do then is, I'm not sure if you're allowed a connection or not. I think you are. You could actually make the connection and then take it back up into here. Sorry, take it back up into here. So there would be a way of doing it. So I'm not sure which way I'm going to go yet, but that's an idea. You could do it that way. And as you can see, I've got the lining. There isn't any rubbers in it yet because I've got to buy those. And then what I've done is I've gone round the floor pan there and round and then up, and that's ready to go into the brake balance. And the same with the fuel line. You can see the fuel line's in there. But this is where the original fuel line went on, which was for the SPI, and there's 3 lines. So I might use these and put that single line into there, and then that just goes up to the front. So yeah, couple of quick tools. This is a tool for bending the pipe. So you basically, I don't know if I can do this with one hand. You can basically put that in there like that, and then you put this piece. I don't know if I can hold. No, I probably can't. But it's obvious that this piece then goes round, and then you clamp it together, and then you can pull whatever degree of bend you want in it. And it's a better way, because if you do it with your fingers, a good chance you could crush the pipe. Okay, another thing, you might see that line looks really straight and thinking, well, how do you get it like that? There's an easy method for that, and it's called this. It's called, where is it? There you go, Quicks UK. It's a 3/16. I'll put this down. No, I can't put it down. Yes, I will. I'll put it down here on the stand, and I can show you how it works. Just a second, guys. Alright, and I'll put this in front of the camera. So you can see, obviously this is just a little end piece, but you can see that that's pretty straight now. So if I put some bends in it, this has been done a few times, but let's say you've got a few bends in it, okay, I mean something like that. And when you get it in a coil, obviously it's like that. So what you do is you just feed it into the, and you can turn this, you can even turn it that way as well, and you can turn it backwards and forwards, and you end up with a perfectly straight piece of pipe. So it's called, yeah, the only problem with them is they make them in different sizes for fuel line. You know, they're not adjustable. They are what they are, and as I say, this is a 3/16 one. But you can, as I say, you can take a piece of line that's really got a bad bend in it, you know, something like that, even when they're kinked like this, and you can just feed them in, and as you can see there, just feed it in slowly. Once you've basically fed it in, it's straight. Obviously with a big long line, you've got more movement on it, and you can see it's nice and straight. So yeah, so I think that's about really it for tonight. And tomorrow I'll go over, when I get the rest of the metal, I'll go over making this lifting device up, or this gantry crane that I was talking about. It only needs to be about a 1 ton, 1.5, 2 ton would be better, but we'll see, because I just need to lift these bodies, and especially with the 2XKs and the E-type coming, I need to get them off the car and on the jig and off the jig and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, but here's an idea. So as I say, you could either do it that way. I mean, theoretically it should go up the back and come around the back here, but if you're going to get a problem, that's where it's going to be. Anyway, thanks for watching in, and I'll do another video tomorrow when I start making this gantry, homemade gantry, DIY gantry. And if you please have a look. Oh, and by the way, I'm over 1,600 now subscribers, and I really appreciate it. To be honest, I'm quite happy with the amount of people that view in, because I can talk, I can comment back to them and everything, so it's really good. So thank you very much anyway, and take care, and I'll catch you tomorrow maybe. Bye for now. Bye.